The Diary of Spectral Encounters. The psychologist, Dr. Jonathan Collins, found himself captivated by the aged, dark leather diary that had been placed on his desk. It was a peculiar sight, to say the least. The diary seemed out of place in his modern psychologist's office, surrounded by sterile walls and clinical furniture. Its presence exuded a haunting aura, as if it held within its pages a secret long forgotten by time. His gaze was drawn to the spectral female figure standing before him. She was a young woman, her ethereal form illuminated by the pale moonlight streaming through the window. The hollow eyes that met his bore a lifetime worth of pain and sadness. In her translucent hands, she clutched the very diary he now held. The diary belonged to Abigail Lancaster, a servant girl who had lived in Boston during the early 1800s. Her story, he discovered, was far from ordinary. Abigail was a prodigiously intelligent and observant young woman, despite her shy and introverted nature. She had poured her heart and soul into the diary, using it as a refuge from the tumultuous world that surrounded her. As Dr. Collins delved into the diary's first entry, he was immediately transported to a different time and place. The words on the aged pages told a haunting tale of abuse, darkness, and eventual murder. Abigail's voice echoed through the years, depicting the horrors she endured at the hands of her masters and their associates. Each subsequent entry intensified the sense of foreboding that hung heavily in the stale air of the psychologist's office. The abuses escalated, leaving Abigail trapped in a never-ending cycle of pain and suffering. The diary's words seemed to bleed with her anguish, seeping into the very fabric of the room. With each passing day, the psychologist found himself consumed by Abigail's story. Intrigued, shocked, and driven by a newfound determination, he embarked on a quest to uncover the truth of her tragic end. But as he immersed himself in the mystery, the line between reality and the paranormal began to blur. Strange occurrences began to unfold around him. Cold drafts swept through his office, even on the warmest of days. Shadows danced along the walls, their movements defying any logical explanation. Objects would mysteriously shift and fall without warning. The psychologist watched in awe and trepidation as the eerie events mirrored the diary's entries, as if Abigail's restless spirit had found a way to manifest in the present. Undeterred by these supernatural encounters, Dr. Collins pressed on. He traced Abigail's lineage, unearthing a web of secrets and deceit that extended far beyond the confines of the diary. His investigations led him to a forsaken mansion, once owned by the very family that had perpetuated Abigail's torment. Within the decaying walls of the mansion, the psychologist's journey took a fateful turn. As the moon cast its ghostly light through the broken windows, he discovered the truth behind Abigail's murder. The identity of her killer sent shockwaves through his being, intertwining the past with the present in a chilling revelation. With the evidence in hand, Dr. Collins confronted the descendants of Abigail's murderer, their blood ties forever stained by the sins committed generations ago. Justice, it seemed, could no longer be denied. The truth had been exposed, and Abigail's spirit was finally granted the peace it had long yearned for. As the specter of Abigail dissipated into the ethereal night, a sense of fulfillment and calm settled upon the psychologist. The weight of the past had been lifted, replaced by a glimmer of hope for a brighter future. The indomitable human spirit had prevailed, transcending the boundaries of time and space. And so, the Diary of Spectral Encounters came to a close, leaving behind a profound impact on the psychologist's life. Dr. Collins returned to his office, his shelves now adorned with an empty, but sacred, space for Abigail's diary. Her story would forever be etched in his memory, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit and the quest for justice and peace, in life and beyond.